Hello, hello, hello. Hey friends, if you're here watching this replay, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Svava Brooks. I am a trauma recovery coach, and I love to hang out here on YouTube twice a week with my fellow survivor thrivers as we work our way through my book, One Day at a Time, Releasing Your Authentic Self. Truly what the healing journey is all about is to take those stories, those thoughts and feelings and beliefs and that we, attach to ourselves because of our childhoods. And we brought those deep into our core, starting to really believe that that was our truth. What are we sorting through right now? Nope. One page, one day at a time. We are sorting out the truth and discovering the truth of who we are. So if you're here with me live today, please say hello. Please let me know that you're here so I can welcome you. If you are interested in learning about the coaching that I offer, please visit my website, svavabrooks.com, where you can learn more about me, my story, and the coaching that I love to empower other people with, because I do believe we all come fully equipped with everything that we need to heal and restore. We just need a little support to bring it out and into the surface. And for a lot of us, we need healthy role models and someone to believe in us. So, hey friends, how are you? Hey Liz, how are you doing today, my friend? Hey Sue, hey Sharon, how are you guys? Always like to start where we are, right here, right now, in this space, right? Come as you are. For so long and so often, we've put on a happy face, made it okay to pretend we're okay. No more, no more. And so what are we doing here? We are all about honoring our truth. And it starts with how you're feeling right here, right now. So good to hear, Liz. You say you're doing better. Glad to hear it, my friend. Glad to hear it. So I can see you guys are kind of popping in and out. So I hope the internet is okay on your end. I'm just going to double check. Yep, I'm on the right network here on my end. So today, Liz says I'm doing better. Sharon, how are you doing today? And Sue, how are you doing today? I know your day's almost over there back in the UK. I'm doing pretty good today. It's been a busy day. First trip into the city on the bus since March for an eye test. Now that's an adventure. Sue, how did it go? How did it go? You clearly made it back, so we're glad to hear that. Speaking of eye tests, I am due for my annual eye checkup as well. So good to have those things checked. Hey, Elizabeth. Hi, friend. How are you doing? Spain in the house. Glad you're here with us. Yes, what I was saying, I've had a busy day. I had some client calls today. I actually started the first one bright and early with a mutual San Antonio friend today at 8 a.m. That was delightful. And then, let's see, then I had some phone calls. And I worked out today. I meditated today. I painted today. My doodle. My daily, I'm making it through this whole big book. So we have a real artist in the room. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. My leftover paint from a few days ago. I hate to throw out paint. I just put it here, and then this morning I just doodled the hearts around it, and this is a symbol for healing. So that inspired me. I love the shimmer. So brings me so much joy lately to do art. Yes, 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 yes. Hey, Rob, how are you doing? Sue says, not too bad, middle of the day and week, so not too crowded, thankfully. Yep, so being on the bus today was not too busy, yes. I hear you. I chose to go to the grocery store yesterday, right, in the middle of the day, middle of the week-ish. Yes, yesterday was the middle of the week. I was saying have a good weekend on Tuesday. So today I know it's Thursday. I've kept it together. And then I got to go and play with my son for a little bit, meaning we went for a little drive. He is learning how to drive. We got to practice. So we found a big parking lot and he was driving in circles. Gotta do it. I'm sitting there tapping. He's actually a good driver. So I tell him I'm impressed by him. So that's right, Liz. That's it. Learning and growing. I brought a couple pieces to show you guys today. Since we're going to talk about basically now that we're realizing maybe how much time we've spent in our life focusing on other people, right? Getting our needs met, pleasing people. Now do you love me? Now do you love me, right? We are recognizing, oh, wait a minute. All that energy I poured into taking care of other people, hoping they would love me or that they would show up for me or take care of me or all those stories, right? Now that we have some more time on our hands, let's start dreaming and focusing on what do you want and what will it take for you and what kind of support do you need to start doing it? Sharon says, fantastically nauseous and fatigued. Oof, my friend, rest, rest, rest. Yes, Rob. Hey, Lynn. Hey, friend. How are you doing? How are you doing? I'm checking in on everybody. Namaste, my friend. Namaste. Uh-huh. So like I said, we start our day here, come as you are, and then we are going to talk a little bit about, right, turning it, our energy and focus away from other people, and what is it that we can now focus on for ourselves. My life, my journey, my energy, resource, focus. Where do I want to give this precious gift that I have? You know, this breath, my presence, this life, this journey. What do I want to focus on? What do I want to learn? What do I want to do next? So to set up our chat for today, I'm just going to start while I'm waiting for some of you to share where you at, right? Most of us over time, I lost touch with my individuality. I had no idea what I needed or wanted. Didn't even know how to ask for it. My self-sacrificing behavior was fueled by the toxic belief that people who put their needs first are selfish. Who else? had that belief, right? So other people that were doing things that I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe they're doing that. I have to work so hard. I have to do, right? I was a drama queen. I don't have time for that. I have family to raise, right? I was ignoring my needs. Yes, I started ignoring my needs very early because no one showed me how to meet my needs. But as we heal and restore, we recognize the choices that we can make now. And start to change some of those thoughts. No, it's not selfish to put me first. It's actually a responsibility that I have for myself and the people around me. So the 2 questions I asked in our community today: when you say goodbye to your people-pleasing self, how does that feel? And that part may not stop so easily and may resist, because a lot of us have also maybe gotten our needs met, a sense of belonging through the caretaking roles we have played in our families or communities or businesses or organizations. So there might be some resistance there. And the second question here is, what is something you have always wanted to do but never have because you thought it was selfish? So that's what I challenged you guys with in the group today. Please post something today. What's one thing that you've dreamt of doing? Let's see here. Coming back here. No worries, Lynn. No worries, my friend. I know you. I knew you would reach out when you were ready. Oh my God, Sharon. I'm besides myself. I'm so excited for you. Woo! So exciting. Rob says, pretty good. Enjoying each day and searching for a purpose. Ooh, that's fantastic, Rob. Searching for a purpose. Maybe we can come up with some for you, Rob, if you're having trouble finding any. So, never really needed to have a guy by my side, very self-sufficient. Now a guy wants me and I'm ready to take off out the door. I hear you. Can anybody relate to Lynn? Can anybody relate? Right? Love is what we fear the most. Someone wanting to become close. Yikes, right? It's easier out there. Up here, but hey, this is where we learn the most, Lynn. This is where we learn the most. So I'm excited for you. Hope you're having fun. Liz says here, I'm better than the rage-a-rama state I was in the last couple of days. It's been raining all day and lots going on at my job. So not a great day, but better. Awesome. Thank you, Liz. And rage-a-ramas, where are your people? Where are your people? Bring it. Bring it. It's okay here. Driving in a demolition derby. Is that your dream, Lynn? We got to make that dream come true. That sounds like amazing. I can't stand the noise though. I can't go to those things. They're too loud. Too loud. My like it was traumatizing. But sounds like fun. There you go, Sharon. I was just gonna say you're gonna need some living help, my friend. So Liz say absolutely I can relate. Lady Leo says she can relate. So Lynn, you're in good company. You're not alone, my friend. Elizabeth says, been wanting to start my own business, but I'm scared of failing. I hear you. I hear you. But you won't know unless you try. You won't know unless you try. But what if it's a huge success? Rob, you're funny. I never needed a guy by my side. All right. Okay, so we found Rob a purpose. You're working on writing a book. That's amazing, Elizabeth. Go, go, go. Please, all of your stories, each and every one of you, your stories hold the key. Could unlock a door for someone else. So please write your story and your book. Books usually take on a life of their own. I can tell you that. And I know a book designer, like a designer for covers, if you're looking. So our friend Tracy designed the covers of this book and the Journey to the Heart book. So she does a great job. Seriously, why he would want to jump into my brand of crazy? I know what's wrong with me. Question is, what's wrong with him? Well, maybe you're exactly what he needs. Authentic, real, right? Amazing sense of humor, smart, beautiful, huge, caring heart. Oh my God. He could only be so lucky. He could only be so lucky to get to hang out with you. You're welcome, Elizabeth. Liz says, I want to paint huge painting in the desert like Georgia O'Keeffe, hot sun and wind, an RV with a huge easel built onto the side of it. Ooh, Liz, I want to meet you in the desert. I'll bring you water. I'll bring the ice and the water, and I'll stand there with the fan if I just get to watch you paint. Maybe a few margaritas, some shots. Some of these people have seen me with a couple margaritas in me, and it gets a little crazy. But I don't think there are any trees in the desert, and I won't be hugging any cactuses, so. Let's see, nanny for Sharon. I can be a muse for Liz and author Elizabeth. There you go, Rob. You got your whole life set out for you. Already exhausted. Cool. Good to know. You'll be able to read it after it's translated. All right. Of course, you're writing it in Spanish. Of course. Nuts? Who are you calling nuts, Lynn? Who are you calling nuts? Great dreams and goals in the room. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yes, you'll be in the other side of the R with my easel. Yes, exactly. I'll be looking over your shoulder and it's like, oh, so that's how she does that. Let me try that too. I've become a consumer of people painting on YouTube. I'm like, you can do that? Wait, I can try that. But definitely not anything complex. It's all very simple, basic, but it brings me lots of joy. It's complicated to me, so. I was trying to date so many men, wanted to suck my energy dry. Weirdos only want in my bed. I hear you, Sharon. I hear you. Elizabeth, yep, I hear you. I hear you. Well, we have to be cautious, take our time. Notice when is it my trauma self that is, attracting someone into my life to help me resolve some past issues, or is this someone who matches me where I've grown, right? Who has also done their healing work, who's also taking care of their mental, emotional, physical health. So I think my go-to question would be, so how's your relationship with your mother? I think we can learn a lot about men, about their relationship with their mom, and then also for women, what's your relationship with your dad? So I hear you, Lynn. I hear you. So, and then you ask, so what's your what's your attachment pattern? Bring your ACEs questionnaire. I'm being silly, but really. I hear you, Liz. Well, you're in good company. We are all, we do pretty good together here. Other humans, not so much. We'll let them in our circle every now and then, but we're good. There you go, Rob. When we were in Texas, Sharon, these guys couldn't keep up with you. There you go, Lynn. Exactly. Exactly. And be upfront. I will have mental, emotional meltdowns. And when I have my meltdowns, I need you to, be supportive. And when you have your meltdowns, I'll be supportive. I'm not going to mommy you. I'm not going to be rescuing you. I'm not going to be telling you what to do. You go take care of you and bring your full cup when we hang out. Liz, I love that. Dating a rooster. He's so possessive. You gotta post a picture of your rooster. He's so beautiful. Beautiful. Well, Lynn, well, maybe the universe is just bringing you that super sweet, special someone that you deserve, my friend. Supportive, loving, caring, curious, funny, outgoing, also likes to snuggle with the home, with the kitties. It's the ones who take themselves seriously and have no originality that trouble me, humans. Yeah, I hear you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, Lynn, then maybe you need to talk to your inner child. Maybe it's your little girl inside who is afraid. Because of course she doesn't want to have anything to do with a grown man, right? She doesn't want to be scared of a stranger. So maybe you need to have a heart-to-heart with your inner child. Let her know, it's okay, baby girl. I'm the one dealing with the adult world. It's okay. No one's going to hurt you. No one's going to hurt you. I got you. But maybe hear her out. Hear her out. Yeah. I hear you, Lynn. I hear you. But it's good to chat with our inner child, because otherwise they will start to run the show, and then it doesn't get fun or pretty at times. So I know you'll sort this out. So thank you guys who have shared with us what is something you've always wanted to do but never have because you thought it was selfish. You guys came up with some really great stuff. Love it. And here, Lady Leo shared with us. She says, as I slowly learn to say no and or allow others to take care of themselves, I become very anxious and go through a process of negative beliefs. Anybody relate to Lady Leo on this one? When we learn to say no, and then but we want to do something, right? We want to, and then something starts, right? She goes on to say, I've always wanted to take a vacation by myself to a destination where I have no family or friends. However, when I think of doing that, I talk myself out of the adventure because someone else would surely enjoy the trip since they never go anywhere. I hear you, friend. I hear you. I hear you. But I also know that your family and friends, I don't think they would be upset one bit that you did this for yourself. I think they would be like, yes, about time. She's finally doing something for herself. Yay, right? And they can't wait to hear you come back and to tell about your adventure. There you go, Lynn. The best thing ever did, create. That's right. Yep. It's beautiful. And even if you started small, started with a day trip, started with a one-nighter, right? Or a half a day. There you go, Lynn. I did what I wanted to do, not relying on anyone else. That's it. So Wanda, how can we encourage you? What would be a baby step on this one for you? What would be a baby step? I would love to hear a suggestion. We need to start small, or our nervous system or our brain and our guilt and all that just comes flooding back up. I have told you guys the stories, when I started to realize that I had been living my life and taking care of other people, just doing what other people wanted. And so my baby step I had to start so small. I would go buy myself a cup of coffee after I dropped the kids off at school when we were living in California. I spent a lot of my time carpooling or driving kids back and forth to school. And I would always rush back home because I had to clean house and all that stuff. And so I started as to do something for myself. I would buy myself a cup of coffee. And then I love antiques. And so I found this antique resale store near my where we were living. And I would go with my cup of coffee and I would go window shopping and like walk around for just a little bit. I wouldn't even be buying anything. That was too much. But I would go, just take a little bit of time for me. And I can still remember in the beginning, oh my goodness, I shouldn't be wasting money on coffee. I should just go home and make my own. And I have laundry and house to clean. I don't have time to be doing this. But slowly, right, I started like taking up a little more space for myself. Right? It was good for me. It helped me to realize what were some of the things that I liked, some things that I wanted, and then dared to dream about some of the things that I needed. So I love here a weekend away to South Carolina. That's a great one, Lady Leo. I think the other fear is I used to do it all the time before working on healing and was very destructive. Haven't tried it. Being mentally healthy. There you go, my friend. I hear you. Interesting, huh? Wait, this isn't real life? I want to develop a group of friends in real life that mirror the friends I have here. Talented, artistic, creative, progressive, and honest. And so I can be me and expand horizons. I get it, Rob. I get it, right? I used to feel the same way. I would go to my groups and then I'd come home and I would like turn back into this trance of this role that I had created to relate to the rest of the world. So slowly you start to bring these conversations, these people into your real life. So I get it. Exactly. Rob, we are all real. We're all here. We are all real for sure. That's, yes. I hear you, friends. You guys are so funny. So Sue P shared with us. By the way, thank you, Lady Leo, so much for sharing. Sue P shared with us, for years I felt like somebody's something. I was daughter, wife, mother, care, cook, etc., etc. I tried to fulfill all the roles and keep all the rules. Oof, yeah, the rules, Sue, so that I kept everybody happy. But I never thought about who I was, what I liked or wanted, what I thought or believed. And when I started to explore all that, it was scary and confusing. But I gradually have realized I am not responsible for everyone else's happiness. Yep. Nope. Done. Refuse. Do not want that job. This is a handful. And I'm learning to say no as well as yes to discover my own likes and dislikes. and to form my own opinions and be willing to disagree with others. At times, becoming me rather than pleasing everyone else can still feel scary and confusing, but it can also feel freeing, good, and exciting. As a geographer, something I always wanted to do was to see for myself some of the places and features I've only seen in books and pictures. I wanted to travel. And a couple of years ago, I began to do that. First Canada, then to the US, and then Iceland. The current situation has put a stop to that. But there is still places I want to go and things I want to see. Beautiful. Thank you, Sue. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, that year when you boom, 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 Canada, US, Iceland, you were on a roll. Hey, Cindy. Hello, Cindy friend. I think I was always in a trance when I dated. I hear you, Liz. I hear you, friend. Definitely. There's a role that we've created for ourselves. Definitely. Lynn, not my circus, not my monkeys. I hear you. I hear you. I know. This is your circus. These are your monkeys here. I'm in the States next year, so all you tour guides and real people can show me your locals if you so please. Yes. How are you doing, Cindy? How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. We are talking about what is something you always wanted to do but never have because you thought it was selfish. Let's see, Rob is sharing with us here his comment for today. I'd love to exist to please myself as I have pleased others in the past at my own expense. It might be a strange aspect, but let's pretend the ancient Egyptians agreed and appreciated the cat's way of living. Cats please us, but never at the expense of pleasing themselves. There you go. Boom. Truth of the day. Rob. We should all be learning from our cats. Cats please us, but never at the expense of pleasing themselves. Oh my goodness. Hello. Catherine, is that you? Oh, Elizabeth. Hey, Elizabeth. Good to see you, friend. How are you? We've get some unexpected visitors today. Thank you. We have a lot of fun here. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we hang out, and today we are focusing on our dreams. Dream. What are some of the things that we never did because we thought it would be selfish, right? We've spent our lives pouring our energy onto others. Now, what do I want? What do I need? What makes my heart sing? What brings me joy? There you go. Lynn, you should not have to set yourself on fire to keep someone else warm. Yeah. Rob, I've been tied up in my cat a lot lately, who survived and is much better now. Yes, so he used up one of his lives, huh? He's back and feeling better. I was thinking about you and Marmalade, your kitty cat. Who is doing Dairy Queen? I can't keep up with you guys today. Can't keep up with you guys. Yeah, they do have 9 lives. They do have 9 lives. So I know, I think it was last week sometime, I came up with some questions that can help us. I didn't come up with them, but I actually don't know where I found that. I have so much in my stack of papers when it comes to what things that I've learned on this journey. But I love questions that kind of push me out of my comfort zone and kind of get me thinking maybe a little bit differently. So I found these questions and I thought I might share them, and maybe I can post them in our Facebook group if anybody likes. But a lot of the times when I'm used to be going through my day and thinking, okay, I have one of my goals is to do something that I need, or tend to my feelings or my needs a little bit every day, right? Because as you guys know, I talk a lot about, it's a daily practice to create those new habits. So what you also know about me is that I tend to come to the body. So when I would be like, I don't know what it is that I want, I don't know what to do, then I would come to how I'm feeling. So the question that I ask myself a lot, and it used to be a lot more back then. I have some clarity, more clarity now on what I'm feeling. But still, especially lately with all the extra tension in the world, it's always good to check in with ourselves, right? Hand on our hearts. Feel the warmth of my hand on my heart, on my body. And just drop in with one question. What am I feeling right now? And sometimes it helps me to take a couple of deep breaths just to kind of clear the cobwebs out a little bit, quieting down what's going on inside. And it's sometimes surprising, but there's usually pops up an answer pretty quickly. What am I feeling right now? And follow that with another question of, what do I need right now? Because so much of our needs are centered around something that we need in the future, or we are avoiding thinking or feeling things from the past. But just in this moment, what do I need right now? There you go, Rob. Yep, I got it, friend. And then follow that with the question, how can I meet that need right now? How can I meet that need right now? And notice, right, what pops up. How can I meet that need proactively? Right? If there's something that I maybe can't do exactly right here, right now in this moment, but how can I be proactive? And for me, I often ask myself this is like, what's my loving, kind action that I can take? Because I like to live, right, from the heart. I lead from the heart. I'm here to learn about love. So, how can I think about a loving, kind action to do, if not right here in this minute, right, in the next few hours, this day? Yes, they are good. And then, am I willing to do these things for myself? Am I willing to do these things for myself? I'm quieting down my body, my nervous system, just letting the questions drop inside. Am I willing to do these things for myself? And follow up with why or why not? Why or why not? There's actually an amazing amount of needs that we can meet for ourselves, or we can be right proactive to ask for support. And again, this is probably the hardest part for so many of us, to ask for help. Ask another fellow human for support. So my follow-up question to this, if am I willing to do these things for myself? And if there is something around needing other people with it, like, who are your people? Who can you go to that could possibly support you with this? For feedback, encouragement, right? A few of you shared things. You risk being vulnerable to be seen here. I want to start a business, but what if I fail? Sounds like you need a circus like this one, Elizabeth, to encourage you. We have a few writers in this group. How can we support you with bringing your beautiful writing into the world? We have some artists in this space. I'm not willing, too scary, I need help. I hear you, Elizabeth. I so hear you, my friend. And this is where this body carried a lot of shame for a lot of years, because as I got older and as a grown woman, I realized there were things that, right, I didn't ask because I didn't want to be found out. It's like, it's embarrassing. I don't know how to do these things. And I feel like a fraud or a failure. What are people going to think if I tell them I don't know how to do this? So lots of self-compassion, right? I learned to be this way. I'm learning to be different. It's not true that people don't want to help. I know I have huge story, a lot of stories in my mind, and some hard feelings about not getting the help that I needed when I really, really, really needed it. But I know if I ask these people, I also trust that if they can't, they'll tell me. And if they can't, it may be because of their time and other commitments. It's not that they're not willing. We need each other, my friends. We need each other. We need each other's encouragement, support. We need to be each other's cheerleaders, to believe in each other. Keep trying, keep going for it. No matter what. That's what's brought us here, my friends. I wanted to write a book years ago, and I was like, no, I'm not a writer. I'm not a good enough writer. I don't speak English correctly. I can't do it. My English, I write the way things sound in Icelandic, and I write the way I talk. I can't write. And I decided, all right, I'm going to ask for help. Don't know how it's going to turn out. Don't know how. But like they say, when we signal the universe, the right teacher, coach, support person shows up. I am a 150% believer in that. So, and here we are. How many years since I think it's been 5 years since the Journey to the Heart book came out. And a year later, yes, a year later, the other book came out. If I can write a book, anyone can write a book. And it was baby steps. Baby steps. That's awesome. Elizabeth, you're getting great support here from Lady Leo. So, yes, exactly. And I know Elizabeth's writing in Spanish, but she promises she's going to translate it for us, right? So, I'm happy to post these questions in our group. So, what am I feeling right now? There you go, Elizabeth. Now you have to finish it. What do I need right now? How can I meet that need right now? How can I meet that need in proximity? There you go, Elizabeth. She's a book coach. Maybe this is a divine intervention here. I can highly recommend the Two Sisters Writing and Publishing. I adore Elizabeth and Catherine. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Thank you, Elizabeth. Liz says here, grief. This helped me to cry. There is a need I have that's impossible to process, and I don't know where to go. I want my husband to come back alive. I want the future we were going to have. Aww. Sweet Liz. I'm so sorry, my friend. Hey, friends, can we drop into our hearts and send our friend Liz some love? Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Lady Leo. So I'm calling on our circle tonight to drop into our hearts and send lots of love to you, Liz. I know. I know, Liz. It is sad. I'm so sorry. I know. Yes, it is good to cry. And your grief, my friend, right? Grief is hard. Yeah, all that love with nowhere to go, right? I know there's a handful of people in here in this space who definitely are with you on the challenge with grief. So thank you for giving yourself the loving kindness to speak your truth, to honor your feeling and your husband's memory here with us tonight. I hope you can feel our love, my friend. Oh, yes, I know. I know, Liz. Yes. Mm. And I'm just putting it out there for anyone who needs or would like. I'm sending some Reiki out into our world tonight. So all you gotta say is yes, and you will have some Reiki coming your way. Some loving support from the universe, my friend. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. And I also know what we did on Tuesday, right? We inhale love for Liz, and we exhale love for Liz. The most courageous thing that we as humans do is to honor the truth of what we need right here, right now. It's okay, Liz. We all get a turn. No worries. No worries. Don't worry, my friend. Just because we are sending some to you right now doesn't mean that there's any less for others. And this is the beauty of giving love. It also is a gift to the giver. So thank you, Liz, for giving us an opportunity to send you love. It makes my heart sing. So maybe this is what I was drawing today, the heart and all the hearts around and the symbol of healing in the middle. This is us, my friends. I had no idea this morning that my doodle was actually us. It just dawned on me. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you for stopping by. Please send my love to Catherine. I miss you guys. With that, sweet friends, now I can say have a good weekend. I know I started saying that on Tuesday, right? It's a blur's day. So, but I wish you all a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Remember, it's always okay for you to post in the group if you're looking for support, if you're looking to see if someone is around, if you just need to know you're not alone. And don't ever think about it as that you are a burden or, imposing or asking for too much, because, it's always good when we can help others, because then we can help, then we can ask too. So it goes both ways. We need each other, my friends. We need each other. So please be gentle with yourselves this weekend. Stay safe. Do your best to move your bodies. Go outdoors if you can before winter is upon us in full force. And I look forward to seeing you guys back here on Tuesday. All right, sweet friends. And wait, the cards I pulled for us. One day, she opened up her mind to new possibilities. That's what we were working on. We are opening up our minds and arms. Look at her arms stretched out. New possibilities. Putting ourselves first. No, it's not rigged. I just pull these cards and they're always perfect. Thank you, sweet friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you all. See you next week. Bye, friends.